Hey, welcome to Lead. I'm Pastor Tony with Elevation Church. I've been going through the 17 indisputable laws of teamwork from John Maxwell, a great book, and just giving some insights from it just to help us in developing our leadership. What I've learned in life is that I've got to continue to develop my skills, my abilities, what I can do, my leadership. I've got to continue to develop that as well as you. If we want to get better, we got to work at getting better. And so we're on this third session of Lead and just talking about the law of niche, right? The niche, the idea that there's something that you can do that you do really well and you're very good at, and that can add value to the team you're serving on. You know, people have told me that success is to find something that you love to do it so well that people will pay you to do it. That's the definition of success. And really, I can't disagree with that. But I would say that sometimes you might love to do something, but it's not the thing that you're best at, right? I may love to do underwater basket weaving, but I may not be good at it. Not good enough that I'm going to fulfill a need, and I'm using that to be facetious, but there's something you may be really good at, but it's not, you may love to do, but you're not good at. What's the thing that you're good at, right? If you can't do the thing you love well enough that people will say, hey, you do this well enough, we want to just compensate you for it. What's the thing that is your strength? And many times that's the niche of your life, like the thing that you do as good or better than anyone. And I think when we think about teams, there are people on teams that all have different roles and responsibilities. I think about my grandfather in World War II. He was anti-tank. He was a marksman. And so he was anti-tank, which meant he would be used to immobilize the Panzer Division of the German army. And you need to understand that the German army had 50,000 tanks or turrets, guns that were on wheels. And so to be able to stop them was pretty important. So you couldn't have everybody on your team that's doing that, but you needed somebody, and that was a niche role. There's other things that you would do, but that was your niche. And I think for all of us, when we think about teams, everybody has a place where they fit in, a niche where they do best. And I think about it in terms of the bus. You probably heard this, that the idea, the illustration of a bus going to a destination, and everybody needs to be on the right seat in the bus. If we're in the wrong seat, well, we don't accomplish what needs to be accomplished. And on any team, there's a right place for you, right place for me, right place for us on the team. And a team's energy varies with the team's makeup. John Maxwell says this: you get the wrong person in the wrong place, that creates regression, right? We're not moving forward. Right? We're not moving toward the target. That's slowing things down and causing us even to go backwards. The wrong person in the right place, that creates frustration. Anybody ever been there? It's like, you know what the position is, but it's not the right person there. And it's not clicking. It's not a right fit. It doesn't work because it's the right place, but it's the wrong person. And that's very frustrating. You get the right person in the wrong place, right? That's the right person. Attitude's right. They love the team. They love where we're going, but they're just in the wrong place. We got to move them and get them in the right place, or the right person in the right place, right? That produces progression. We're moving forward now. That's an exciting time when you have the right person in the right place. But let me tell you something. There's even something far greater than that. It's when you get the right people in the right places. When everybody on the team, right, the number of people that are on the team are all in the right place, you got the right people in the right place, that's multiplication. And that's what we need, right? Exponential increase, moving at an accelerated pace on any team to be effective. That's what we want. And so I think many times you have to think about this, that if you're leading, where do you have people? Evaluate the people on your team, speaking to leaders, to ministry leaders. You may be watching this and you lead a team in your place of employment or in your business. Who are the people on your team? Evaluate them, and do I have them in the right role? Am I keeping someone on the team in a role that's not the right spot for them simply because they can do it, but it's really not their niche. It's not the thing. You see, you can do something better than 10,000 other people. There's something that you can do. And I think if we get focused on the 1, 2, 3, 4 things that we do best, we become more effective. And I think as a leader, if I keep someone on the team in a role that they can do, but it's not their niche, well, what I'm doing is I'm shutting down, I'm dampering, I'm hindering their development. You see, as a leader, you want people to grow and develop, and so let's put them in the right places. Or what happens is if I have a person that's either the wrong person in the right place or the right person in the wrong place, what happens is I can limit the overall vision of the church, the ministry, the organization becoming a reality, right? The big picture of reaching the target that we have in mind. If I don't get people in the right places, well, I'm limiting us from going there. Or maybe you have a team and you continue to keep someone just because you know that person, you trust them, but they're really not being developed. Well, you're hindering them and you're hindering the team. And so I think many times we got to locate, first of all, I got to look at me and locate what's the right niche for me. What is it, right? All of us have to ask ourselves that question, right? At this moment, maybe you're not in the spot that you feel like you need to be, or maybe there's someone on your team that's not in the spot they need to be. I think we got to get to the basics and find out what is the niche for my life, you know, and am I following that in what I do? And I think it starts with I'm pulling this from the book 17 Indisputable Laws of Teamwork. Be confident. Be confident. Bruce Lee said this: always be yourself and have faith in yourself. Do not go out and look for a successful personality and try to duplicate it. Wow, how many times have we looked at someone and said, I wish I was like them. Wish I could do this like them. I've even seen people who almost mimic people or model their life after a certain person, and there's a certain value in that. But I also think we have to come to this realization: you got to be secure in yourself. You got to be, when you're secure in yourself, you'll be flexible, you'll be able to transform yourself and to grow, and you'll be willing to see yourself transformed. But it's when you're confident in who you are. And here's the cool thing: you're fearfully and wonderfully made. God has created and designed you the way you are. So be confident in who God has created and designed. And secondly, you got to understand yourself. I think we spend a lifetime trying to get to know ourselves, who we are. Because you know how we do. We put on who we are in front of people, and who we are and the way we represent ourselves isn't truly always who we really are. A.W. Tozer said that many times the most real a person is when they're angry. That's when the real you comes out. And so understanding yourself, a part of being able to find our niche is knowing what are our strengths, what are our weaknesses. And so I'm just encouraging every one of you, as you're viewing this, take some time later on or tomorrow morning or sometime soon, and just begin to look at, consider, investigate, what are your strengths? Ask others what they see in you. That's a good one, right? Work at eliminating the flaws. We're all flawed, so what are the things that you do that you look at and say, you know, that's not really helping me to be better in this area that I feel like is my strength. Thirdly, have faith in the leader that you're following, that you're serving under. A great leader will assist you in progressing toward your goals. If you don't have faith in the person that's your mentor, your advisor, your leader, search for a different one. Switch teams if you need to. If you're serving in a team and you feel like, well, I'm just not going anywhere, find another team to serve on. Look for another person to pour into your life. Another area that we got to think about when we're trying to locate where we're at and what is our niche, you got to grasp the big picture. And I talked about that in an earlier video. Your placement on the team adds up only within the framework of the big picture. There's something we're going after. There's something that we're reaching for as a team, whatever team, you know, if you're on a children's ministry team, or you're on a worship team, or on a First Impressions team, there's a big picture of what's happening. And to accurately discern your aspirations, you must see where you fit into the big picture. Where do I fit in? How am I helping this along? Am I just helping me along, or am I helping the team along? What's the big picture here, and how am I helping it? And then lastly, trust your experience. Truly discovering your niche is a process of trial and error. When you hit on the right place, you're going to know. My pastor, Pastor David Gibson, when I was a kid, he would say many times, there's no place like this place anywhere near this place, so this must be the place. That's what happens when you hit your niche, right? There's no other place like that. You start feeling so fulfilled and effective, and you're accomplishing something. There's a divine contentment in that place of walking out in your niche. And I'm just saying this, that you're the most valuable where you add the most value. That's a Maxwell line. You're the most valuable where you add the most value. And so find out what is your niche and how can you be most effective there. And I want to tell you, you'll feel fulfillment, and you will help the ministry, the team, the church, the organization along as you do that. Hey, thanks for joining us. Be blessed.